Hey guys, and welcome back to an audiobook playthrough of the life and suffering of Sir Brante. Picking up where we left off last time. Alright, birth. At first there was nothing, no time, no sensation, nothing but darkness and void. But then a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory, you are lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You are not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. You are a part of them, and they are a part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hand toward you. There are two of them, the one who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there is also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering, distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. First option is reach out to the palm. You grasp the first of the figures by the finger. Reach out to the fist. You place a tiny hand on the second figure's closed fist. Smile at the shadow. You smile at the figure standing behind them. Now, this is a common reoccurring theme of the life and suffering of Sir Brante. When you make these decisions, they affect your qualities. So if you take a look at your personality right now, you'll see perception, determination, and willpower, the main qualities you have to be concerned about, the main traits. Go back to the story, you can see if you reach out to the palm, it's like you're presenting yourself to the first figure, the figure that's emphatic, the figure that is considerate. So that would be, I believe, something of a perception quality. Your attention to the world, your ability to comprehend. So if I were to choose the first option, I would probably get some perception. The second option, a fist, is usually associated with power, with courage, with force. And so I think this one would be affecting my second personality, which is determination. The last one is smile at the shadow. Kind of a wild card, I would say. I think this one affects your willpower, your ability to, go beyond your normal state of mind and achieve something that, a normal person wouldn't be able to achieve. I'm going to go for this one in the beginning because it's important to have those qualities, but it's also important to have some willpower in the bank, like in the tank, right? Have some willpower in reserve and be able to really perform in the moments that you are needed, right? There are not that important moments, and there are important moments in the story. And let me tell you, if you miss the important moments, you're gonna not have a good time. Your first smile appears on your face, awkward yet genuine. Your mother and father exchange looks and start talking. You know no words yet, so all you hear is a sequence of booming sounds, but the stranger behind them has no need for words. The stranger's look is all it takes for you to feel the will to live and act that now burns within you. The shadow brings a finger to its lips as of to say, there, baby, don't cry. This is our secret now. And then the shadow melts into the light. So willpower is powered up, so we have 10 willpower. That's going to be good. Your life in this world begins. How will you live it? All right, let's see it. Okay, age of 1. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breathing and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Hello there, little John Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. There are 2 more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hands as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Oh look, this is your brother and sister. Yeah, that's my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge, because you were born a commoner. Gloria says, Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand you. Come on, baby John. Let's go play in the yard. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at. Stefan Brante says, What are you staring at? Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know. Stefan Brante continues, Hey, I want to play hide and seek. Gloria says, He's just a little baby. How's he gonna play? Stefan Brante says, Then you hide him and I'll try to find both of you. It's a terrible idea. Hide and seek. You have no idea what they are talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes your hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from the light stick on the horizon barely reaches you. You can't see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger on her mouth for some reason. And then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time. You're completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? Your first option is you cry loudly. You start crying, hoping to be found. The second option is you find your way home. You get up off the ground and start crawling through the bushes to find your way back home. The third option is you sit there and wait. You start playing with leaves and twigs and little bugs. Alright, now if you were in this situation, what would you do? I'll give you a few moments to consider. Alright, so there aren't any bad options here, but there are options that are better than others. So crying loudly, I think that one sounds like a neutral option. I'm not sure what the outcome would be there. Find your way home, that sounds like something that would require a lot of determination, a lot of resilience. So that would probably improve our determination. If you sit there and wait and look at things, that would probably improve your perception. So we have unknown factor, improving determination, improving perception. Now, we're still early on in the game. I want to max out my willpower. I want to max out the reserves, just so I don't have to deal with any shortages in the late game. So I'm gonna cry loudly and hope that gives me some willpower. Please, please, take a deep breath and start bawling. This is the loudest you have ever cried. It is a cry of sheer terror, the cry of a boy waiting to be found, a boy whose brother and sister hurt his feelings when they left him all alone. Okay, I hope the guilt trip yields me some points, please. That would be awesome. You hear brisk steps, and then the leaves and twigs rust and parting. Mother leans on you. Yes, mother. Yes, mother. Punish them. Give me something. So that's where they took you, Lydia Brante says, your mother says. Your tears dry the moment you see her. You greet her with glee. There is no reason to be afraid anymore. Mother picks you up, puts you to her chest, and pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her. Clearly feeling guilty, Gloria's in tears just like you. Stefan keeps staring at his feet. Okay, I feel a little bit bad for them. I don't want them in tears. You hug Mother tightly. She is here now. Yes, okay, willpower is at 20 now. Okay, I can really perform. Willpower is extremely important later on. But, there's many ways to go through the childhood phase. All these options are good. So no worries if you chose something different. Okay, we're going on to year number 2. The Great Descent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations with candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descend to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs, even the carpet has been taken away. There's nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Gloria says, today we're not allowed to go to any other room, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song your mother taught you. You hold your breath as you listen to it. Gloria, when the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them. 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and fight bravely. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand. Guide us by the twins' commands. Common people work and toil. Always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born. To the day when you pass on. Know your lot and know the prayer. For the twins see everywhere. You are transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, John? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime, from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lots as you live, you'll follow the peak of the pillar. You'll reach the peak of the pillar. If you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner too. So the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everyone. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes your head and keeps singing this song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerges 2 figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing around within you from the light. What will these words be? So your 2 choices are, you can finish the song properly, you join your sister and finish the song the same way you heard it, or you sing the last line wrong. You shout words of your own instead of the last line of the song. Okay, this seems like a clear choice. The first one is, adherence to the sister, maybe gaining some, good relationship with her. Maybe you gain some kind of insight into the song. The second one seems more of a determination-based, maybe that'll improve my determination personality. I think in this stage, at the early onset of your life, you want to learn the most. So I think listening to your sister, building a good relationship early on will yield dividends. Instead of the second one, which I think will increase your determination, will increase your intrinsic personality, your strength of character, but it won't yield any lasting results within the family unit. I think I'm going to trust in the family rather than trusting in myself. Gloria says, "Know your lot and know the prayer." And you call out, "For the twins see everywhere." You sing the last line together with Gloria. Your sister looks up at you in surprise and gives you a nod. The shining pair standing behind her, back turned to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Gloria turns her head to look at where you were standing. "Did you see something, John?" You shake your head, "Not anymore." "Okay, we got some perception. That's good." Alright, now we're age 3. In the year 1121, spring. The origin. You are starting to understand more and more of what adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father is a nobleman, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service. But your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but father says you may yet come onto nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Again and again, you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high. But even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother, Stefan, now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a nobleman to be, he says. So Gloria calls him names, and Stefan pulls her pigtails. Oh, that's not good. One fine evening, Father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon, you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be. A boy or a girl, you will love them the most. When Father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those books, those stories of war, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting, and Father approves of your fascination. Study hard, Robert Brante says, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up, the concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. Oh, a lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. You see Mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She is not as gentle to you these days. Lydia Brante says, "Why did you hurt Stefan, John?" You stammer out an explanation. "He hit you first. You just hit him back." Stefan Brante says, "How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm going to hit you with a real sword." Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer. But your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot, and the sooner you learn it, the better off our entire family will be. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look up at Mother, not sure what to do now. I think we have a key decision to make here. Do you accept your punishment? Use some of that willpower you have stored and basically own up to retaliating after your brother hit you, after your brother threw a sword at you? Do you deny your guilt to Mother? You continue to insist that you are not guilty and will not be punished no matter what? Or do you demand an explanation? You demand that Mother explain why things are like this. I think it's a clear choice. We have accept your punishment. You spend some willpower. You're not sure what you'll get. Maybe some boosted relationship. Probably some kind of relationship bonus. You deny your guilt. So I think this is determination. And then you demand an explanation. You demand that Mother explain why things are like this. Alright, do I invest in the family or do I try to gain some values here? Let's take a look at destiny real quick. Now we need at least 4 determination for fencing and 4 perception for insight. We currently have 1 perception and 0 determination. So, knowing that, let's see. I think I'm either denying my guilt or accepting the punishment. I don't know what this is going to be if I accept the punishment. Maybe your mother will also give you a lecture, give you a lesson after you accept the punishment. So maybe she'll give you perception plus a relationship bonus for owning up to it. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's see if it works out. You look down and agree with what she just said. You are ready to be punished. You start apologizing to Stefan, but he turns his back on you. Before you can finish, Mother takes your hand and leads you away. You do not want to follow her. Your hands are getting sweaty, and your legs are growing heavy. Then suddenly she stops and bends down to closer to you. Look you straight into your eyes. Lydia Brante says, "My son, I see you understand our lot now. We do not defy, we suffer. That is our only path to the twins. After all our deaths, our only way to reach eternal bliss atop the peak of the pillar. Our virtue is meekness. We are humble in our words. We work hard. We think what is right. You have shown all of this. I'm so proud of you." She hugs you, and you finally release the pent-up tears. You feel much more at ease now. You were flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burns on your skin again and again, but you feel the touch of the divine law with each blow. Okay, so Stefan Brante gets 1 relationship. That's good. Lydia Brante is grateful. Your mother remembers what you did for her. Excellent. So I got some relationship bonus. I spent a little bit of willpower. All right. Maybe that was the wrong choice. I don't know. Gloria's rhymes. Mother mostly stays at her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day, she takes your hands and puts them on her big belly. You feel a movement deep inside her. You will have another brother or sister soon. Gloria takes you on walks to the yard now. You explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you songs and tells you amazing stories. "Hey John, do you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and songs is only for nobles." If Mommy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hitting Stefan? Our judge is my second father. In the past, I had another. Mother says the twins are great. Says we should not fight our fate. Brother loves to jump around, but don't fall down on the ground. See, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it is mine. But today, your sister is nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you to the old pond and show you the red frogs that live there, but then she vanished. The servants join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers when she hears the commotion. Finally, you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She is holding a quill and sheets of paper covered in poetry. Mother becomes angry the moment she sees it. She looks through the poetry, and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an easy opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You're absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with this writing. I can decide that for myself, Mom, Gloria says. Lydia Brante says, no, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. Gloria says, and he's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny. I need some time alone to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. Lydia Brante says, you are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learn how to properly care for children. Had your disgraceful farmer father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble. But that is not our fate. You are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. You are a bystander to the scene, unsure of how to act. Okay, so complain about your sister is option 1. You complain to your mother about how Gloria often leaves you alone. I don't have the determination to do that, and I wouldn't want to do that anyway because I don't want to alienate my sister. Offer to write rhymes with her. When nobody can hear you, you offer to write poems with Gloria. I would need 2 perception for that. I only have 1. I have an option of comforting your sister using some of my willpower. You comfort Gloria and say that Mother is wrong, or you can leave and retreat to your room without saying a word. Do I give up or do I spend willpower? Is a good relationship with Gloria productive? What do you think? I think protecting your sister is the natural thing to do. It's the kind thing to do, but in this game, I might need every point. But I can't do it. I'm not going to abandon my sister in her time of need. It's too much. Gosh, I think this is going to lead to my death, but I'll do it anyway. Comfort my sister. Gloria's rhymes. Mother leaves. The last of your sister's poetry burns away in the fireplace. You walk up to your sister, crying sister, take her by the hand. None of this is her fault. You say, what Mother did is wrong and far too harsh. Gloria sniffles before speaking. I did leave you all alone. You're not mad at me, really? You nod in reassurance. Gloria embraces you. John, you're the best little brother in the world. Don't I know it? The 2 of you make a little deal. She promises to tell you when she wants you to be alone. You promise to protect her and her secrets always. So Gloria, you gain some relationship with her, and she's grateful. So hopefully this will yield more points later on. I pray it does, because I'm setting myself behind just to help you out. Okay, so we're at losing willpower. Okay, year number 4. Alright guys, we're going to call it here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe. Stay safe out there. I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful week. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great one.